afternoon, this is Dan Howe, PTI Securities and Futures, coming to you from your Wednesday afternoon, September 28th daily wrap-up. Overnight, the foreign markets, Asia was kind of mixed, Europe was up. The overnight trading, once again, fairly wide. S&P had a range of 20 points overnight. Before the opening, we had some fundamental news. The durable goods was a little bit worse than expected in the headline numbers. It was negative 0.1 versus a positive 0.1. However, the durable good ex transportation was slightly better. So realistically, it was kind of a mixed report. Earnings report today, we had Family Dollar, which was better. We had Darden Restaurants, which was flat, and we had Mosaic, the fertilizer manufacturer, which was a little bit worse. So once again, the continuing of the earnings of people dealing with the low end, or Family Dollar and the real low end is picking up, even though the Walmarts of the world that deals with the kind of sort of low end is not. So realistically, the earnings reports are kind of mixed, and we're got a couple weeks to go before we get into pure earnings season again. But the market started off up, sold off a little bit early. It was drifting down most of the day, but it took about a 100-point down move in the last hour and a half of trading. Very, very thin trading the whole day, even on the sell-off. A lot of people leaving early for the Jewish holiday. So realistically, we don't know what we can make of this, but it certainly was convincing on the graph here today. The SPX closed down 24 at 1151. The Dow closed down 179. Had been the best index most of the day. Closed at 11,010. The NASDAQ closed down 55 at 2491. Late in the day, the bonds became bid, so the 10-year note, the yield fell to exactly 2% today, so down 14 basis points. Dollar strengthened, so once again, it was kind of like almost a pure risk trade. The only real exception was gold. Gold sold off again, down $40, 16.12. Looking forward to tomorrow. We got the jobs report coming out on Thursday. We got the GDP number coming out tomorrow. Also, Friday we got Chicago Purchasing Manager and Michigan Sentiment. So we should have some pretty good news to play around with. The sell-off of today actually gave us a pretty good opportunity in the program today. We did some repair strategies last week when the market was really sold off and the volatility hit the mid-40s. We were able to take off the one-to-one spreads yesterday and bought back the extra calls here today. So realistically, we think we're going to add about 1.5 to 2% to the value of each, the index, the S&P, and the Russell, just on selling calls this month. So that's going to be kind of a bit of a cushion for an otherwise pretty dismal month in the indexes. It's been Dan Howe, PTI Securities and Futures.